Hey guys, happy Valentine's Day. I hope everyone is doing well today, or if it's late, happy belated Valentine's Day. There is a question I want to ask you. What is your favorite Isekai of the season? Let me know that in the comments below, like genuinely. I think if we're talking about favorite Isekai, for me, it probably have to be this. I think the way it starts the tension with how it's sets up such an emotional scene after the last episode where they just get absolutely smashed, like absolutely destroyed by the enemy. And it was just so very precious to me how close these people have gotten, how close they have gotten to each other. The fact that she's still trying to comfort him despite the fact that that she was almost on death's door, and the fact that they have gotten so close to one another, I like it really does make me care about these two characters a lot. Like I really like the not dynamic, and it just really made me appreciate the this episode as a whole. And it was just very interesting seeing how they're continuing the side quest of looking for this mysterious man named Dawes. And I don't really care about this side quest right here, because eventually in episode 12 or whatever, this guy right here, the Rock Dragon, they're definitely going to run up to him. I'm assuming around maybe episode 11 or 12. He's probably going to be the final boss. Which, I'm going to be honest, that doesn't really seem that interesting to me. I'm going to be so real with you. And the fact that they are still, like, they're still investigating this. The fact that she's still worried about Dust, even though it was his fault that he died. It was completely his fault that he was completely his fault that he went into the dungeon. I mean, went to the forest alone, and it just made me interested seeing how these two they go up to the dragon. They go up to the dragon den, and well, actually, this part right here actually did make me laugh. How you see that the dragon, he actually finally happy, he's ecstatic. He got this unique badass human transformation. And then you look like this. Like actually look like that. To you like to just grandiose transformation. He's been hyping this up for multiple episodes, been wanting to look like a human, and you look like that. You look like a lizard. You look like one of the mutant ninja. You look like one of the rejects of the mutant ninja turtle. It is so crazy how such a the transformation could look like that. Like the fact that he is appalled that you can look like that. It is crazy to me. Like the fact that he himself recognizes how bafflingly ugly. Like the fact that like no human would fall in love with this. Like you would be a damn fool to consider this anywhere close to a human transformation. And the fact that like he is like the fact that the divine nature is actually mocking him, and he keep giving him false hope. He consistently gets irritated time and time and time again, and it's like it's like snatching defeat from the jaw. And like he is snatching so many L's over and over when it comes to human transformation. He can never get it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, maybe it's a hot take. I actually prefer if he stayed at a dragon. I don't really care for the human transformation all that much if it actually does get perfected. Similar to the anime What If I'm a Fighter, great anime. If you haven't watched it, I genuinely recommend it. While I wouldn't say this anime is up to that level, I do appreciate it's at the very least it's unique enough to where he's not a hero, he's not a human, he's not a saint, or a nobody that's become OP. He's just a dragon, and he's OP, but he's not that OP. Like there's a lot of monsters in this anime that can absolutely defeat him. Like I imagine again, this dragon could probably still one tap his ass. I'm pretty sure. And it was just so interesting to me how he just doesn't even give a fuck. Like the fact that like again, his attack and health, defense, MP, and he's just so done with it to the point where he just undoes it. Like it was just an automatic failure, and it was just so hilarious to me after all of that trial and error to get literally nothing. And it would just made me so interested seeing how this lady right here, the Venom Princess, Like the Venom Princess, like the best of the Venom Princess, she could have easily killed them. I imagine that these two would have been dead off right. Cause again, one bite can absolutely kill you. The fact that this guy actually stood no chance. Again, the fact that this guy almost died, and the fact that this guy thought that his human transformation could somehow be a benefit. And the fact that like he tried to look so cute, look so positive. Like again, nobody's going to love a design like this when he tried to present himself as cute otherwise, but then the reality is significantly more scarier. Like he is actually like a Timu Godzilla. That's literally what it is. A miniature Godzilla. Like there is no way anyone will actually find that cute and charming. Like it does make me wonder. Like they in the past previous episode, they stated that I can't remember her name to be honest. Like she hadn't really contributed. She haven't really contributed that much to be honest. Like I'm actually a little disappointed because Myra, I thought for sure they would have like met at one point. But Mira, whatever her name is, she kind of been irrelevant to the story. If I'm being honest, if anything, she kind of just more so feels like a damsel in distress, which is kind of surprising. I'm actually surprised. She doesn't really seem to have a personality. She's just there for the ride. Really, she is only there. Literally, she is only there to progress the story. Like, had Myra not been worried about Dust or whatever, these two would not be here. These two it had Myra not went to the forest, these two would not be here. Like I don't know. I really don't like the fact that her very existence is a plot device, and she doesn't really contribute too much to the story. Like she's very irrelevant. Like you don't really see. Like I imagine she'll be somewhat relevant into the story, but I highly doubt it. Like I genuinely do. Like I genuinely do think that these two characters are the highlight of the show for sure. I really like these two, and how I really like how these two are like bread and peanut butter jelly. They're like the perfect duo, and I really like how they try so hard to finally get rid of these monkeys. And the monkeys, they just instantly just clobbered them, instantly get their revenge on all of the monkeys, and then this big ass ape trying to start some shit. And for this ape, like he was like 2 times his size. It was like realistically, I would have been like you called in the raid boss. Like you were getting too cocky for your own britches, and like this guy right here, it would have been an absolute problem, like for sure. Like the fact that the fact that these are just the underlings, and they were just struggling. They were just struggling. Like there was no way under the current circumstances they would have survived. So he had to negotiate and actually literally used the monkey as a hostage. Like straight up just said, okay. Like he straight up like it was actually a genius plan that he knew how to negotiate with him. And I really like this guy a lot. This guy right here, like he actually has some personality. He can actually talk. He can actually like have some. He actually has some honor. Yeah, I was very surprised. Like he actually does. Like the fact that he actually does have some honor, some pride and shit. Like I really appreciate that a lot because with a rock dragon as your final boss, I mean, who could have give a fuck about a rock dragon? Like seriously, I don't really think like maybe the animation will be good, but who could have give a fuck about a rock dragon as a villain? That just seems very underwhelming to me because if if it's just a mindless beast, then who could have care about a mindless beast at the final boss? I mean, there's no real tension. You can't really relate to a boss like this. With an enemy like this seems more like I wouldn't say this seems more like a final boss. Like you seem like an epic throwdown. Like again, the fact that it was crazy. Like this man goes through the final evolution, absolutely start walling him, go blow for blow. Literally, he goes literally went all speed, damaged the fuck out of this guy. Like absolutely absolutely bent him over for banking it to the point where he actually had to do a head on battle. He had to taunt him into a head on battle. Like there was no way, there was no world. And I predicted it was going to end into a tie because you would like for a split second I thought he was gonna win, but then it just poof out of nowhere. Like I gotta say, I think this episode was really solid with how they handled the ape. The ape, like the fact that he did not go down without a fight at all. Like this man has some actual balls on him. Like I have so much more respect for the ape than this dumbass rock. The rock, it was just I didn't really care for the rock in episode two. Well, yeah, episode two when he just absolutely just annihilated everyone. I have more respect for the ape than this episode right here. Episode two, it did have tension, sure. Like it did wipe out everyone. It could have killed everyone easily, but that doesn't necessarily it doesn't necessarily make it an interesting fight from that perspective. Like when it's a casual beast just clearing out everyone like no problem, that doesn't really make it that interesting in my personal opinion. But regardless, let me know your thoughts on this episode. If you have a particular favorite episode, or what is your hope for the finale of the anime? Like I'm genuinely am curious because I'm hoping that this guy this guy is the actual final boss, even though it seems to be going into that direction. But with that being said, guys, hope your Valentine's going well, and I'll see you guys on the next one.